Hey guys, it probably looks like I've not moved since the end of my last video, but this seems to be my new little spot for working from home while I'm at home. Yeah, how are you guys doing today? Today I thought I'd pop on and do another little chatty behind the scenes video of a day in the life of a small business owner, art business owner. Kind of take you along with me. At the moment I'm just uploading my last YouTube video and doing a little thumbnail for that. This is probably a bit of a silly story, but a long story. Basically, me and Ollie have had a bit of, well, quite a lot of sequences of bad luck. Well, we've been just quite negative, and Ollie's car this morning, van, he woke up to it with a big key, like someone's keyed the side of it, and we think basically we're in a bit of a bad luck spiral. So today we've decided we're going to get our manifestation podcasts on. We're going to focus purely on what we're grateful for and positive energy, our future goals, things like that, because I think we've been so down in the dumps and like just been miserable together that it's kind of starting to manifest as the universe. So anyway, leading on from that, this is before that, it's kind of unrelated but kind of related, but I was watching a Molly May vlog the other day and she was talking about people pleasing and how she's really struggling to say how she feels, and it's kind of causing her more stress in the long run. And she was given a crystal that was supposed to open her throat chakra. As you can tell, I'm kind of into all this little bits and bobs. I mean, I used to read all the books about it and stuff. Past few years I've kind of forgotten about it and just gone with life, and I think at the moment I need to get back into my manifestation and positive energy kind of thinking. But anyway, yeah, so I was watching this video and showing this crystal that she was given. So I thought, I'm very similar at the moment. I've been really struggling to share my thoughts on things, people pleasing. Even with the wedding, I feel like I've been talking with some suppliers and like not being able to express myself properly, like if I'm not happy with something, and it just ended up me being miserable when I should have just explained it properly in the first place. Completely my fault. But anyway, so I thought, what was the harm? I will go on Etsy and buy a bracelet to open my throat chakra. So I think there's aquamarine and lapis lazuli and some other crystals, and that's literally just arrived from the White Witch. Honestly, if you just click on here and you don't know what's going on, it's all groovy. Maybe I am a witch. I wish I was a witch. And it came in this little bag with these other little crystals and some elastic. Very cute. But anyway, honestly, every little helps, and that's just my life at the moment. So today I need to go to the office and do a few orders, and then I'm going to draw the next star sign for my new collection that I'm working on. What else is going on today? I've just finished off the function sheet for the wedding, so that was like signing off and like adding notes to this sheet for the day, obviously, so that everything hopefully runs smoothly. I mean, not hopefully, it will. Positive energy is going to run smoothly because that's not long now. Also, we've got lots of random stuff in the background today, just because yesterday Ollie's dad came over because we're going to start making the downstairs toilet in the room next to this. So I had to move loads of stuff out of there. I've got so much random stuff everywhere at the moment. I think these are like little goodie bags we got from wedding venues and we looked around. Very cool. Well, sort of a freebie, don't we? So yeah, hopefully that gets started soon. Our staircase is so steep in this house because it's like such an old terrace house that Ollie's nana, bless her, she can't get up there. So yeah, we can't really have her over for dinner at the moment because there's no toilet for her to use, and to be fair, we don't have a dining room at the moment either. So once that gets done, it'll be great, because then we can have her over on a weekend and entertain rather than going to everyone else's all the time. But yeah, house is, I mean, Ollie did all this cabinetry himself. We're basically trying to do the whole house ourselves on a budget, because all our money ends up going back into the business. and Ollie's very talented obviously, and so is his dad and obviously his mum, everyone who've offered to help us every now and again with like the big jobs. Like we knocked out this fireplace that was just, I had like a gas, what do you call them? Well, basically not a fireplace, it was just a wall with something stuck on, so we had to get all that detached and sorted. But yeah, it's getting there, but that's why there's loads of stuff everywhere. But yeah, I love these bookshelves, it's so pretty. I think the blue is bright and by a little green, I think, or that could be the red, but I definitely recommend it. Beautiful. Anyway, what am I talking about? I am trying to get the muscles for the wedding. Oh, one very positive piece of news is I can now do a press up. I mean, it's not the best press up in the world, but I've never been able to do a press up, and it's something that has been on my goals list for a very long time. I can't get that far down, but I think the fact I can actually support some of my body weight, and I'm just really proud of myself. If anyone wants a tutorial of how I taught myself, let me know. Please ignore how dirty my screen is, but this is the cake topper that I ordered. Accidentally from America. I thought it was from the UK, but obviously I just don't check descriptions, do I? So I'm really hoping it comes in time, because I just think it's so funny and cute to go on top of our wedding cake. But yeah, I didn't know that obviously cake toppers are, I feel like they're quite an American thing, like couples. Because I was looking at those like vintage ones, because me and Ollie love antiques and stuff like that. But they're all in other countries, so should probably be more organised with that. I did start looking in January, to be fair, but I never ended up buying anything. There was a really funny one, but it's sold. So yeah, this is hopefully going to be the one. Boop. 7 minutes, come on. It's so cute. The office is so hot today, so I think I'm going to just head off. Honestly, I think the best place today is in the car with the aircon or in the swimming pool. I don't have a swimming pool. So, car it is. I've decided I'm going to do some sketchbook drawing of Ollie's parents' new little water feature. It's got fish and water lilies in there. Basically, we're just getting the wedding stuff finished, and I thought my mind is not in the right frame of mind for any hardcore business activities today. Plus I need to create some more content and, well, artwork, because I've not done that in a while. So I thought this would be the perfect little setting in the boiling hot sun to create some new artwork, because the fish are so cute. There's 11 fish, little tiny goldfish, I'll show you in a minute. And I just love colouring with these pencils. I got them for Christmas off my mum, so grateful. So obviously I usually draw on my iPad digitally, which again, it is also great, but there's nothing better than drawing in your sketchbook every now and again. So I'm going to do some doodling of some fish and some water lilies, basically just what's in the garden today. So I feel like that'll be great for the soul and kind of reset my wedding anxiety. Honestly, don't worry, it's nearly over and then I'll stop going on about it. Look at the little fish. How gorgeous is that water lily as well? I think they, well, it's like an old farming water pot that they've cut the top off and repurposed into a little water fountain, which is so sweet. Look, there's the little fish. Give them a bit of fish food this morning. So magical. Oh, there's one. Bless him. Not trying to hide from the sun and from me probably. Anyway, let's get started.
Oh, is it Singapore where they have them in the...
Yeah, mate. So, 1 sec. Nearly done. That was really peaceful and enjoyable. Now I'm going to, well, just draw a few pond bits. And now I'm going to go to my iPad. I just saw on Instagram that there is, well, Scribbler are doing a Friday Scribble, I think it's called, where they have a theme and you have to draw a card or illustration for it. So the theme this Friday is hen party. So I thought I'd quickly draw a print for it, since today is kind of going west already. So we've got 1 hot bird and 1 pisfar. I'm just getting rid of doing the lines. Then I'm going to add colour. Then I'll probably post it on Instagram and tag Scribbler. I do love to get a brief sometimes, so I thought this was quite funny considering I get married this month. Had to join in on this one. This crazy bird with the little eyelashes. Something about this card, I don't know, it looks good. So I'm going to have a play around with it. Get this.
Connor, is he bringing back someone? Because he's snogged Lauren and Emma. Who do you reckon out of those two? Is he drawn to a more... Maybe the thing of Harry's ex being Emma, he might not want to go there, but I don't think he really cares that much.
Emma and Emily have slightly similar vibes, which hence she might be more drawn to her, but I'm unsure. I think he's going to play the field completely.
We shall see. All right, thank you for your thoughts, guys. After a quick break, we are back and talking to Harrison's family. Plus, we have an exclusive you do not want to miss, and neither will they. See you in a bit.
Bodyguards come to his room and check if he was still breathing in the middle of the night.
Because I felt like I was like, bro, I was like dying. My security and stuff were coming into the room at night to check my pulse. Like, people don't know how serious it got. Like, it was legit crazy scary.
And while he was struggling with drug addiction to cope with anxiety and stress, he was then diagnosed with Lyme disease. Lyme disease occurs when an infected tick transmits bacteria through a bite, and the condition causes fatigue, fever, headaches, and muscle pain. Symptoms that are similar to a constant flu, and it can even cause long-term damage to one's health as well. In addition to this, Justin was diagnosed with chronic Epstein-Barr virus, also known as chronic mono. While the virus typically only lasts a few weeks in health.
Forgive the lighting. It is actually Sunday today, middle of the day, but it's so warm, so I'm just shut all the blinds, open the windows, and I'm just trying to cool down, but I don't think it's really working. Today, this weekend's been quite chilled actually, but today I thought I would do some work, put on some YouTube in the background, lots of documentaries, which just seem to be interesting to listen to while I'm drawing away. So I've had the iPad out, drawing my star signs. Today I'm doing Gemini, which which I need to finish off. And yeah, just literally working in bed. It's a good day. So yeah, I'm going to finish off this doodle of a Gemini. When I colour my artwork, I always like roughly add the colour just for speediness, so I can work out what colour composition works well, and then go back and erase everything and stuff, just because otherwise it takes forever to do it all really detailed. And this way I kind of see what colours I like and things like that, and then I can play around with it after. But yeah, that is what I'm working on today, on this fine, warm Sunday. Living my best life. This is life-changing, freezing cold watermelon to cool down. I highly recommend in the hot weather.
Alone to go skateboard because I was off my shifts. Like you work typically 3-4 days in a row and then you're off for 4 or 5 days, as that's how the nursing shifts went. So I finished my 3 shifts and it was the next night. It was like a Friday night, and I was like, I am so mentally just like gassed. I'm over it. I'm just gonna go skateboard downtown, whatever. My brain connected the dots of like, that's the benefit. That's how this seemingly bad experience could happen for me. And it shattered my whole idea of like being punished by life, and for the time, because I've had a lot of run-ins of feeling punished with life, but
to live happy.
what it is for what it is, and I'm like, damn. So me and my sister got invited back to Power Slap in Vegas. We went earlier this year. It was on March 7th on my birthday this year, and they're doing another one, and they invited us back.
That was incredible, and it was just the best time ever. Anyway, to get back into vlogging, I just thought that I would start vlogging today, and maybe I'll vlog a few days in a row of just some fun things that I'm getting up to. Have a nice day planned. I'm going out with Jamie today. So amazing that I've now bought them for myself in another colourway. Well, actually, they're still white, but instead of little flowers on.
Okay, I think I'm going to end this video here. Sorry it's been a bit all over the place, but yeah, I've finished the Gemini print. I've just been playing around with patterns, so doing some cards. I think the faces of the Gemini pattern need a bit more detail than the bodies. So if you look at the Taurus, it's got all the lines and stuff. Same with the Aries. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to have a little rejig of that. I quite like the pattern though. But yeah, a few tweaks on that to be done. And yeah, see you in my next video. Bye.